never gonna get my love. Now because you wear all those fancy clothes, oh yeah, and have a big fine car, oh yes you do now. Do you think I can afford to give you my love? Oh you think you're higher than every star above, Mr. Big Stuff? Who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? You're never gonna get my love. Now I know all the girls I've seen you with. I know you broke their hearts one after another now, bit by bit. You made them cry. Many poor girls cry. When they tried to keep you happy, they just tried to keep you satisfied. Mr. Big Stuff, tell me, who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? You're never gonna get my love. I'd rather give my love to a broke guy that has a love that's true, oh yeah, than to be fooled around and get hurt by you. 'Cause when I give my love, I want love in return. Oh yeah. Now I know this is a lesson, Mr. Big Stuff, you haven't learned. Mr. Big Stuff, tell me, who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? You're never gonna get my love, Mr. Big Stuff. You're never gonna break my heart, Mr. Big Stuff. You're never gonna make me cry, Mr. Big Stuff. Tell me, just who do you think you are, Mr. Big Stuff? You're never gonna get my love, Mr. Big Stuff. You're never gonna break my heart, Mr. Big Stuff. You're never gonna make me cry, Mr.
I know a place. Ain't nobody crying. Ain't nobody worried. Ain't no smiling faces. No, lying to the races. Help me. Come on. Somebody help me now. I'll take you there. Help me, y'all. I'll take you there. Help me now. I'll take you there. Oh, I'll take you there. Oh, mercy. I'll take you there. Oh, let me take you now. I'll take you there. Oh, let me take you there. I'll take you there. Blackberry, play your piano now. All right. Come on now, play on it. Me daddy now, daddy. Yo. Ooh, Lord. All right now, baby, little lady, I need you here. Help me out. Come on, little baby. All right. Doing something so. I know a place, y'all. I'll take you there. Ain't nobody crying. I'll take you there. Ain't nobody worried. I'll take you there. No
is going on? What is going on? What is happening, party people? It is Wake Up in Cleveland. I am your host, Cleveland Terry. It is a Funk Friday. That's right. Funk Friday. We are still testing Beatsource. We are still testing Serato 2.4 and anything else that's happening in the world. We're going to do funk today. So I've downloaded a couple of funk folders just to try to see what's in the folders, if it's stuff that I would play. Also, I haven't tested anything. I haven't set up any cue points. I'm literally just setting it up as we talk. So we are broadcasting today to a couple of different places. We've added on for today anyway. We've added on to, let's see, we're on Facebook. We're on Facebook fan page for Cleveland Terry. We're on YouTube. That's right. We are on YouTube today. We are on Mixcloud. And, of course, we are on the famous or infamous Twitch. That's where I started this podcast / radio show, and we're going to keep it here. But for now, that's where we are. So I don't know how much I'm going to post to Facebook and or YouTube just because I am playing music throughout the show also. So I don't want to get kicked off. But for all those people that are especially on Facebook, which is going to happen, I don't even want to say if, when we get kicked off, head over to Twitch. That's where we're putting all of these. I'm on Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. until usually around 11 or 12 o'clock. So make sure you head over to Twitch, hit that follow button. If you don't know what it is, I'll post it in the comment. I'll post it in the chat so you can move over there now because, well, that's where I do this thing. All right, guys, let's get to it. Let's sound off in the chat. If you're already in the chat, sound off. Let me know where you're coming from. Let me know what time it is, where you're at. I know it says Wake Up in Cleveland, but Wake Up in Cleveland is not just about the time that we are starting this show. Wake Up in Cleveland is also about just waking up in life, not being woke. That's not what we're talking about here, but just waking up to everything that's happening, not walking around with your phone dropping on the floor and then breaking, because that would be bad. So let's get this started. If everybody can hear me, just sound off in the chat. Let me make sure we're good in the chat before I start. I see we're good. I got the usuals that are operating from Twitch. I got T Diesel in the house. T Diesel with the comments about the loop, but hey, it's the loop, man. What do you want me to do? I got Milky in the house. I got world famous Ratbone in the house. AMS Discos, what's going on? Good to see you. Neely Wheelie out of Cincinnati, Ohio. For all those people, and I'm going to say this every single time I start a show, for all of those people that think that I'm from Ohio, because my name is Cleveland Terry. I am not from Ohio. I am from California, born and raised, LA, Southern California. That's where I am from. That's where I live. Cleveland is actually my first name. It's not one of those DJ names where it's like, California Joe. Like, no, that's not me. Cleveland is actually my first name. Terry is my middle name, not my last name. So that's who I am. You can call me Cleveland. You can call me Terry. You can call me CT because it's easier and faster. But either way, that's my name. Let's go.
Get down, get down. 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 Get down, get down.
I got the world famous Beatsource in the house. What's going on, fam? Uh-oh, you're on the chopping block today. We are testing you out. Hopefully you got the tools to make this thing happen today. For people that are wondering what mixer I am using the Rain 70 today. Rain 70 with the PLX 1000 Pioneer turntables. MacBook Pro for DJing. Panasonic Lumix G9 for the camera. G7 for the overhead, which we'll get to right now. There we go. Now, this is just a straight funk folder. That's all. It just says funk. That's what we're using. It just says funk. So that's all we're doing. Again, there are no cue points set up in here, so I have to set these up on the fly, but that's okay.
Get it. Feel the funk, y'all. Let it flow. 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 Feel the funk, y'all. Let it flow.
See, that's the thing. When you don't have songs, well, when you have radio edits of songs, you got to be more creative. When you loop in, when you loop out for your loops and your intros, so you got to be more creative. It's not as easy as just, oh, here's my 4-bar loop of an intro. Like, you actually have to know the music. You have to know where the breakdowns are. You have to know where the breakpoints are, so you can mix out cleanly. That's key. That's old school mixing right there.
She knows she's got everything that a woman needs to get a man. Yeah, yeah. How can she lose with the suit she used? 36, 24, 36. What a winning hand, 'cause she's a big house. She's mighty, mighty, just letting it all hang out. She's a brick house.
And I'm kind of eyeballing this playlist, and pretty much it looks correct. I would classify most of this stuff as funk.
The clothes she wear, her sexy ways, make a old man wish for younger days. Yeah, yeah. She knows she's built and knows how to please.
DJ Sal Savior in the house. What's going on, fam?
Strong man to his knees, 'cause she's a brick house. Yeah, she's mighty, mighty.
I swear, T. Dizzo is a hater. I'm a lot older than that show, man.
Stack, that's a fact. Ain't holding nothing back now. Shook it down 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 now.
Yeah, I let me down lately. Ooh, I just can't find my babe. I never pass.
That's right. Sorry. And I'm using phases. I still have my needles, but I'm using phases. Do I prefer the needles over the phases? The needles, phases, I'm good either way. The reason why I started using my needles, actually, because I just started using them maybe about 2 weeks ago. And it occurred to me that there's a little more precision with the needles than there is with the phases, and that's also because, look, we're going this digital into more of an analog setting, so you do have more nuances when you use needles, and I can see why the Rane MK12s have the analog input or output, because there's just more subtlety, but it is definitely more accurate for needles. It's more convenient for the phases, but the accuracy is better on needles, without a question. Now, when we go HID mode with the phases, things might change, but right now, I use them out of convenience. But it's also nice knowing that when I put a needle on the record, it's also nice knowing when I put the needle on the record that it's just going to play. Like, I don't have to charge the batteries of the needles. They just work. I don't have to worry about, it didn't connect properly the night before. So when I put them on now, they're dead. So there are some conveniences to needles. And in case people are wondering what needles these are the Shure white labels, because my M44.7s, they're just dull as hell. So I need to buy some new somethings. And I still have my white labels, and they work. DJ Vert in the house. What's going on, fam? Good to see you. The DJ, the almighty Rel in the house. What is going on? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah, this is a story of famous dog. But the dog that chooses its tail.
Just got the Mixcloud alert. Let's see. Let's see when that Mixcloud alert came through. You said you got it at 9:18. Hold on. See, I'm behind right now. I'm like 6 minutes behind. We did get a raid. We got a raid from the world famous Waddy J. I sent you guys over there a couple of days ago. You know how dope Waddy J is. So if you're not following Waddy J, make sure you follow Waddy J on Twitch. He's dope. DJ Six in the house. What's going on? So can we talk? Can we talk about these funk bands? Now, this is one of those things that I tell people because it's a different time period for some of us older DJs. See, when we DJ, or when we used to DJ, back in the day when we used to, walk to school both ways uphill, when we used to DJ, we dealt with a live drummer. And a live drummer does not carry perfect timing. There's only been like one or two in the history. I think James Brown's drummer was one of those that literally kept perfect timing for every song. But most drummers, most human beings have a tempo variation that's just natural. There's nothing you can do about that. So when you're DJing, when you're mixing old school records, whether it be rock or whether it be funk, you're going to get that tempo variation. So knowing your music is really, really important. Knowing when, okay, at this beat, on this bar, on this phrase, he's going to slow down or he's going to speed up. So I need to be ready to speed up or slow down accordingly to keep it in tempo. You can't do that without knowing your music. And yeah, you can go and set up beat grids and all that stuff. I honestly don't take that much time to set up beat grids. I just know the music, so I know when to make the adjustments. And it's one of those things as a DJ, you should know. The whole computer programming aspects of it's just the computer does everything for me. You lose a lot that way. And knowing how to adjust on the fly is going to make you a better DJ, because then you'll hear nuances that other people won't. Because I've seen some of the newer DJs come on and everything's beat gridded perfectly, and then they'll play a song that is not necessarily something that is beat gridded, and the key in the tempo will say 109, and that drummer may start at 109, but then he'll jump to like 115, and then he'll over adjust, and then he'll be at 108. And you have to know these things. And then all of a sudden their music is off and they're looking at the records. And I kid you not, they are looking at the records like, what's going on? I don't understand. They both say 109. That's how we get into these issues. So learn your music. That's the most important part. Learn your music. Nobody's going to make a perfect beat grid for you unless we're talking about today and true digital stuff. Even when they beat grid the old stuff, they throw a little backbeat behind it. Even that can sound a little strange sometimes. So know your old school. All right, let's go. And I keep forgetting to turn on this light.
Chase the cat.
That's better. That is better. G Factory. What's going on? Good to see you. Swamp the DJ in the house. How's it going, man? World famous B-Town Productions. DJ Frank E in the house. What's going on? It's been a while.
Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. Why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me.
Now, this next song I'm going to play, because it is in the funk folder. I don't know that I would classify this as funk, just because it's definitely more disco. But it is in the funk folder, so we are going to play it. But I would definitely classify this as disco. Now, I definitely have to get through some of these chats so I can catch up here. But I want to answer T Diesel's question. His question is, my controller, he wants to upgrade. Do I think that the DDJ 1000 SRT is still good, or will Pioneer drop something new? And I'll regret pulling the trigger. Okay, look, here's the bottom line. Okay, the DDJ 1000, the DDJ 1000 SRT are technically last generation controllers. So it is without saying that there will be an update at some point. But the DDJ 1000 and SRT are both excellent controllers. Okay, so is something else going to come out? Probably. I mean, in all honesty, based upon what I've seen, based upon the trends of the last couple of Pioneer releases, coming out with Rekordbox and Serato dual controllers. Well, you can do either one on the controller, like the XP2. I think it's just a matter of time before Pioneer just starts making universal. Universal is, I know it's the wrong word, because universal would mean that it would work with Tracker and all these other things. But I think you're going to see a dual operating controller that works with both Serato and Rekordbox. I think that's the future. So, but there's only so much that they can add to the SRT to make it doper than it is. I mean, I would like to hear that the mic echo cancellation that they put in the DDJ 800. That would be great. But the SRT, as far as a controller stands, to me, even to this day, is still my favorite controller. Now, there are a lot of good controllers out there, but just the platters alone, just the feel of the controller, I love that thing. I absolutely love that thing. Yeah, I love Phase 2. If I didn't love Phase, I wouldn't be using them. I just, every so often, it's literally like Russian roulette. when I take it off the charger, I'm like, will it work or will it won't work? Like, even with the update that they fix a lot of the problems, they do go away. But every so often, I'll put on the charger and it's like doing that triple flash thing. I'm just like, oh no, are we doing it again? But then they charge anyway. I've only had one time when I charged them overnight, put them on there, and the one receiver, and it's always this receiver. This receiver is the problem one. I actually have a whole box with a brand new Phase controller in it that I should probably take out and test. Oh, I know, T Diesel. Thank you, man. Architect in the house, what's going on? Jimmy asks, what do I think of a replacement for the M447s? That's one of the issues, because I haven't went out and tried to buy them. But in all honesty, you can go with the Jenkos. I hear really good things about the Jenkos. Mojax has mentioned the Jenkos, although I haven't seen anybody actually using them, but everybody says they're good. You can go with the Ortophones. The Ortophones are classics. I've just never liked the way they look. I'm petty. That's a petty statement, but I don't like the way Ortophones look. I like traditional head shells, but the Ortophones, a lot of people swear by them, so I know they work too.
Sophisticated mama.
Oh, world famous She Is J Rose in the house. Make sure you follow She Is J Rose. Dope DJ. Not a dope female DJ, not a dope male DJ, but a dope DJ. So make sure you follow that person. Is that what we say now? Person? There's a lot of cool in the gang in this folder. You gotta get to the bridge. I mean, that's the whole point of funk. The bridges is where it's all about. See, this is my point. I wish I could show you what I'm seeing here. But Ladies' Night is keyed at about 110. Okay, that's the tempo. Get Down on It, another Cool in the Gang album, is keyed at 111. But right now, in order to make these things mix, Get Down on It is at 118, give or take. Ladies' Night is at 112. That's what I'm saying. You can't necessarily trust the beats. And I'm still having to speed it up.
What you gonna do?
Trust your ears when you DJ, not your eyes. Trust your ears.
What you gonna do? You wanna get out? Or what you gonna do? You wanna get out? Tell me. Get down on it.
We got M. Laziva from Bulgaria. Hey, thank you so much. Appreciate you out there. What time is it in Bulgaria right now? Or right, Bulgaria. I got to pronounce it right.
Get down on it. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I need to stop the music for 1 second because I need to draw attention to one of my favorite Twitch channels and people. Tweak Music Tips in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, for all of your DJ needs, streaming needs, music production needs, Tweak Music Tips is where it's at. I do a little thing every so often, every month with them in Mojax once a month, and it's always a good time. So, yeah, follow Tweak Music Tips. See, I'm missing my mod. My mod would normally hit all these people up. I guess I got to do it today.
If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Baby. Get down on it. Get on it. I say, people, what you gonna do? You gotta get on the groove. If you want your body to move.
Spicy is coming. I kid you not, Spicy is coming. Is Lady Beats in the house? Is my girl in the house?
Tell me.
It's hard doing both of these, man. It's hard. I'm jumping through. Because I have all these people everywhere, I got to jump through, lady, so it's probably not your fault. It's my fault.
Get down on it. Get down on it. When you're dancing.
DJ Phenomenal in the house. We're gonna sha-la-la-la-la-la.
How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me, baby, how you gonna do it if you really won't take the chance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Listen, baby, you know it. When you're dancing, yeah, you show it.
A little more concentration with funk mixing.
You know it. When you're dancing, yeah, you show it. As you move across the floor. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Baby. Get down on it. Get on it. Get down on it. Sha-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
We got XX7 in the house. What's going on, man? Good to hear you. Jazzy Lou on the Mixcloud side. What is going on? What is going on? I see 11 people on the Mixcloud side. Put it in the chat. Let me know you're there. Now, I do want to add, again, I am just in the funk playlist, curated by Beatsource link. I haven't gone out of it. I haven't changed it. Even look right now, I just sorted it by tempo, and I'm literally just going down the list. So if this is any indication of the kind of party that you're going to have just by going right down the list, I mean, look, this should tell you right now. This is not curated by computers. It's not an algorithm. The ones that they make, the ones that come from Beatsource, are curated by DJs for DJs. So just keep that in mind. James Nash, what's going on, man? DJ Polo in the house. So today, actually, Soul Fab, I have, I think 5 going out. I'm going out to Twitch, Mixcloud, YouTube, Facebook, and Facebook Personal, and my Facebook fan page. And your mama's Facebook page. Spicy. Kings and Queen Entertainment in the house. What is going on, fam? Good to see you. That's my Canadian brethren right there. Give them a little shout out for Kings and Queen. DJ J Book in the house, YouTube sensation. What is going on, man?
Come on, girl. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me.
Twin Spin in the house.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. I bet you. I make you hot like you had enough. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Just give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. I bet you. I make you hot like you had enough. Give it to me. Give me that stuff, that funk, that sweet, that funky stuff. Give it to me. Give me that stuff, that funk, that sweet, that funky stuff. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me the funk, that sweet, funky stuff.
Look, in all honesty, look, this is exactly the kind of stuff that I would have played on one of my funk parties. I mean, yeah, I might go a tad bit deeper in some respects or play something that's like newer that sounds funkish, but I mean, this is it. This is it. Wasn't this the track in the Charlie's Angels movie, the first one? Before he shoots her and sends her out the window? Hey, James, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. In case you were wondering, my favorite funk track with the best chord hook transition key change on the planet is this song right here, Let It Whip by Dazman. We're gonna let this one ride just because. It's long, but that's okay. Who's got my no whole songs emote? Drop it in the chat. My no whole songs emote. Drop that in the chat.
Give me just a minute of your time tonight. We both are here to have fun, so let it rip.
Bridges don't get better than this song right here. DJ Varmar in the house. VGK girl, what's going on?
Are here to have fun, so let it rip. So let it rip.
Major Jamage on the Mixcloud side. DJ Black still on the Mixcloud side. What is going on, guys? Oh, representing Canada. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Now that we can see how you move with me, what else can I do to get closer to you? We both are here to have big fun, so let it rip. You have the mutual feeling, obviously we feeling. Let me be a paper man, I love to be a joker. And we both are here to have big fun, so let it rip. So let it rip. Child, let it rip. Let you trip. Child.
By the way, Beatsource link does have a trial. It is free, so head on over there and check it out. Well, obviously not until the Serato release comes out if you're using Serato. But if you're using Rekordbox or Virtual DJ, you can use that right now. Right here, right here. Listen to this. I mean, come on. Harmonies. It's like a tick slower. This is fat. This is the actual speed. I was like 2 BPMs down. A good ear, T Diesel. Good ear. Good ear. But as far as bridges go, as far as bridges and change-ups go, that is one of the best. And you can fight me on it. Because honestly, there's only a couple of more songs that make me go, okay, you were in the studio and you said, hey, I got this idea. What if we do this? What if we add this key change in? What do you think? And the dude's like, hey, that's kind of dope. And then I can like come in with some extra harmonies, and then we can sing on your backups and have this kind of syncopated thing. And they're like, yes. And then they put it down on wax, and then they just sat there and smiled. Because that's what you do. That's what you do when you know something's dope. There's only a couple of times in life, like, because I did music production. I still do music production, but there's only a couple times in life where I've literally made a song, and when I finished, I just knew. I'm like, this is a hit. There's only been a couple of times like that, but when you know, you know. And this is one of those songs that is like, yeah, this was a classic. They didn't even have to like market it. They was like, just put it out now. If this were 2020, they would have just released that song on SoundCloud immediately. Oh, Waddy, I can't play a song right now. We're in funk session. We're doing funk.
Hey, you're the one I think I only want to be with you. You're the one for me. Can't you see that I won't waste your time? There's something divine in
you. When you look up funk in the dictionary, the song that probably would come up as funk in the dictionary would be this song right here. Now, before I bring this song in, I do want to read a comment off of Mixcloud, and I can't. Mixcloud is the only chat that I can't bring in to into the screen here. But Jazzy said, and I got to scoot up so I can see this stuff. With Serato now adding streaming, and then Beatsource link, and all that running on the same computer, isn't that a disaster waiting to happen? And the answer is, it depends. We're in 2020. The computers now aren't the way they used to be when like Serato first came out, especially with Macs, because yeah, on a PC you're dealing with multiple chipsets and multiple configurations, and Serato has to try to build a software. All the DJ platforms have to build softwares that match all of these different computers. Whereas on a Mac, it's like, okay, we make the software and it's going to work. There's 3 variations of this that we need to account for. So, like right now at this moment, and not even since my new computer, but I'm talking about my old computer, I am on Wi-Fi. I'm running Serato. I'm running Restream. I'm running Dropbox. I'm running this companion app for my Blackmagic ATEM. You don't have to necessarily worry as much about, oh my God, turn off everything in the background. I got Bluetooth on with my Bluetooth keyboard. We're in a new period. And if your computer can't run all of these things, there is a problem. It's not the software, because we need to move up. I do use a secondary computer for streaming sometimes. Like right now, I use my ATEM Mini Pro as my main streaming thing, but I'm using the Restream Live Studio so I can throw the comments up on the screen and do all my intros and all that stuff. But that's a whole different story. As far as DJ is concerned, the only thing you really have to be concerned with now is not so much all the things they're adding on, because you have a choice. It's not like they're adding this into your application and it's running the entire time. It's not. You just decide that I'm going to use Beatsource Link, or I'm going to use Tidal, or I'm going to use SoundCloud, which you should never use. Don't even think about putting that on your system. If you're talking about garbage, that's garbage. But if you're using this, you're talking about a temporary stream. So I'm using Beatsource Link. I load a song. It just downloads the song. We're talking, 4, 5, 6 megabytes. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you've probably done that on your own at a party where they ask for a song that you don't have, and you got to pull it up real quick off of YouTube or something and hit that YouTube rip. So people are doing it anyway. People are using this stuff anyway. So I really wouldn't worry about it. What I'd be more concerned with is the people that decide that they want to do, 100% streaming in the box. As I've said before, and I'm going to say it again, this is never meant to replace your actual physical catalog. This is a supplemental. Okay, so it's great to have, but you should definitely have music on your device. And yes, they have the locker, which will give you the 50 offline storage, or the 100 depending on what you pay for. But for me, I'm old school. I need that physical stuff. But that's the most important part, is you're at a place where you just can't stream. You've set up all of your playlists, and now you get there and you realize you can't stream. That part is going to suck. That's where the end of the world comes from. It's not them throwing a whole bunch of new software in there. Serato's already bloated. If you really want to think about it, with all the plugins and all the apps that they have built into here, it's bloated to begin with. Like right now, I'm using Serato Video, Serato Flip. I mean, there's all of these different apps, okay, and all the effects. It's all bloated, but you know, you got to move with the times. You got to move with the times. But internet is the most important part. That is the question mark. The internet. Like right now, I'm sitting on a 500 meg, 20 up guaranteed system here. Okay, so my speed is like that. I load a track within a second and a half, it's there. But I guarantee you, if you were sitting at one of these hotels that want to give you that public Wi-Fi, it's not going to go well for you. So you have to be prepared. You have to account for it, and that's all I'm saying. If that is your mission, then yes, you are pretty much destined for failure. Back to the music. See, T Diesel, again, like, yes, there are ways to allocate resources, but I'm not trying to program the next new MacBook Pro. Like, I just want to buy a computer that will do what I need it to do. Okay. And if I can't use that computer, and if it won't let me use Wi-Fi and let me use Bluetooth and let me use Dropbox, then I probably won't be using that computer. I need things that work. I'm not trying to build the next, Apple II. Okay. That's not where I am right now. Big Buddy knocking the house. What's going on, man? Hey, you walked into what you walked into. This is a talk show. This is what we do here. Hey, Don on Facebook. Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm not fired up. I just tell it like it is. You can ask for a song, but if it's not in the folders that I'm using, it's not getting played today. We're just trying to see if what we're doing, we can operate right from the folders and not have to go outside of it. Ha! Franklin Saunders. Franklin, this is my guy. Franklin we went to school together. So we are old people together up on this chat right now. So I appreciate you, man. Hey, Beatsource, if you're still on, one thing I am noticing, I'm seeing a few double entries on the folders. Like on this funk folder, I'm seeing some double entries. I'm glad I could help you. It's been 2 minutes and 34 seconds, and no words have come out of this song. That's Isaac Hayes for you.
Who's the black private dick that's a sex machine to all the chicks? You're damn right. Who is a man that would risk his neck for his brother, man? Can you dig it? Who's the cat that won't cop out when there's danger all about?
Oh, God, was it 13 years, man? 13 years old? That's when we were? That's right, because we used to run track together.
Man,
that is right.
What I'm talking about, Sharon? He's a complicated man, but no one understands him but his woman.
John Jack.
He made a 4-minute song, 5-minute song. He got a minute of lyrics. This is another classic. This is another classic. Yeah. Daz Band never missed. Never missed. Yeah, so I'm also answering things on the Mixcloud side, so don't think that it's like, who are you talking to? But yeah, I said Serato is bloated, and I think Serato is the most bloated software out of all the softwares out there. I believe Rekordbox. I probably need to qualify this. Rekordbox is probably the most it's the most efficient. Okay, that's what I want to say. It is the most efficient. Beatsource, hey man, good to see you guys. I hope you learned a little bit from Beatsource. I know they've been in here helping you guys out in the chat. We'll talk later, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, bro. It is the most efficient Rekordbox as far as the processing power that it takes. There's not a lot of bells and whistles, even though there's a lot of stuff going on. It's more efficient. Virtual DJ probably doesn't crash as much, except for when it does. And you guys probably saw my YouTube video about when I was having trouble. But Beatsource, I'm looking at Beatsource. I'm talking about Beatsource. But Serato is the most bloated. There's the most stuff going on. That's just the facts. All right, we are moving over to the Boogie Funk playlist, because if you notice in the funk one, as great as it was a little limited as far as like I didn't see any females actually. I didn't see any females. They were all males. Beatsource, what are you doing, man? They're all males in that folder. But Boogie Funk definitely has more of the ladies in here.
Just take control of the stick, I'll let you play around. I know what you're looking for. All I want to do is go. Yeah. I just want you to be mine. Just take control. I'll let you play me all the time. Take control of the stick, of the joystick, baby. I just want you to be mine. Just take control. I'll let you play me all the time.
No, yes and no. It's similar to Spotify in the way that it. Oh, hold on, I gotta wait for the breakdown. I gotta wait for the breakdown. DJ Scene in the house. What's going on, man? Follow DJ Scene. He's a super dope DJ, and the visuals on his Twitch. Whew. All right, now we're not gonna slow it down, but we're gonna take it down to about 100, just to check out some of these slower things. We are now in the Boogie Funk folder, of Beatsource link, and we're gonna check this out. We're gonna see what's going on. We're gonna see. This is Serato, yes, DDJRS. This is the Serato Beta 2.4, which has the Beatsource link built in. So let's check it out. Don Claire in the house. What's going on? Beatsource has everything. DT Jams in the house. Yeah, I don't even know where everybody is today. I mean, I know I got my Twitch fam and I got the Mixcloud fan up. What's going on YouTube? What are we seeing on YouTube right now? I don't even know. Okay, I got 23 on YouTube. I got the 40 spot on Twitch, which is where we want it. And see, this is the funny thing about Facebook. This is what I'm talking about. So I'm on my Cleveland Terry and my personal page, and it says there are 3 people on Facebook. So chances are, either Facebook, they've already turned me off because I'm playing music in the background, even though this is something different, and they have no context for what I'm doing. But I'm probably off there.
You're the girl who makes me feel so good. Nothing but a cutie pie. Cutie pie, you really keep me up till I can't hardly get enough. You're the girl who makes me feel so good.
DJJRS. You know, in the comments, in the actual title of this, you probably didn't see it, but we are talking about Beatsource link. Not title, just Beatsource link for Serato and Rekordbox and Virtual DJ. Okay. It's a vibe. DJ Black Steel. I'm not saying that the Mac System processes it better. But then again, I'm saying that the Mac System processes it better. Because they only have a couple of different configurations to program it for. Which is why it just tends to work better. That's just an opinion. I'm sure the PC people are about to let me have it. But, you know, that's just my feeling. XX7 says, I purposely use PC to prove a point with Serato. Have you been in the Serato communities before? Because anytime there's a problem, it's PC based because somebody decided to buy some knockoff brand of PC and they're wondering why it doesn't work for Serato. See, that's the difference. When you buy the Mac, you know it's going to work for Serato. There's not a weird, well, oh, you have that thing or you have this. Like, the PCs are so many configurations. That's the problem. Nothing wrong with PCs. There's a lot of people out there using PCs left and right. Nothing wrong with them. But there is still the opportunity for failure if you don't research what PC you're buying. And that's the difference. Any Mac will allow you to DJ. Any of them. If anybody can name who sampled this song, let me know. It should be easy. It should already be in the comments. Come on. Why am I not seeing this in the comments just yet? You're disappointing me. Thank you, Majestic. Thank you, Julian King. And here's the thing about processors, all these processors. T. Diesel said, get an 8th gen or better or Ryzen. You see right there how you had to bring up specs and things you needed to do? Shouldn't have to do that.
First impressions had me guessing how it would be. Often things
Mr. DJ Kenny in the house, what's going on?
you could be the love I need. I'm looking forward to that sweet reality. Oh yeah, I see myself rewarded with the love I need. And what I'm believing got me looking up to you. What I'm receiving keeps me feeling like I
Oh, I see. So this Boogie Funk folder, this is my mama's folder. This all the stuff my mama would have played with a cocktail in hand, doing the 2-step.
She's a special kind of lady. And I know that love
I might have to rename this My Mama Folder Funk. My Mama Funk.
He gives me all his love to comfort me when I'm down. I know I'll never let him go. He's so
This is the one where it's like, go get me a drink, baby.
baby.
You see, back when I was growing up,
Baby, no.
hold on. I'm gonna tell a little story. So back when I was growing up, back in the olden days, and not from like, horse and buggy, that's the joke. But back when I was growing up, we had a liquor store, and the liquor store down the street, and probably a lot of people have gone through this, where it was on my same street, so it was about a block down. It took me like all of 5-10 minutes to walk down, and your parents develop a relationship with the liquor store owners. And back in the day, you could actually go in the store and buy cigarettes and alcohol because they knew it was for your parents. And my mom, when she used to smoke, she doesn't smoke anymore, but a long time ago, it was literally go down the street, go to the store, pick me up some cigarettes and an It's-It. Because she loved her It's-Its. Does anybody remember what It's-Its were? It's-Its were these ice cream sandwiches, but they come in like oatmeal, and they had raisins in the oatmeal. It was weird, but the It's-Its, that's what it used to be. It was like it was an oatmeal cookie in the ice cream, and then it changed up. Anyway, just telling stories. That's what I do here. Oh, Steve Disco in the house. What's going on, fam? Yeah, I'm pretty sure a minor, a 10-year-old picking up cigarettes is probably illegal now. I could be wrong, but I don't think they'd let that slide anymore.
me want to love you more. And I got to have you with me. This is all I'm living for. You make all my fantasies come true. I just love everything you do.
Yeah, grandmas love It's-Its.
Feeling wrong.
I think grandmas have single-handedly funded the It's-It company. Honestly. Because I've never seen a child with an it's it. Ever.
He gives me all his love to comfort me when I'm down. I know I'll never let him go. He's so beautiful and he's all mine, baby, baby love, baby love. She's a special kind of lady, and I know I love her so, I know I do. She makes every day complete, lifts me up when I'm feeling.
So, because we're in beta, one of my jams is not coming up here. And that is Mama Used to Say by Junior. Mama Used to Say. I felt that was kind of fitting for my story. So I'm gonna play another song. I'm gonna play one of mine. It's just a different version. I gotta play it now because now it's stuck in my head. It's gonna annoy me if I don't play it. A little faster, but that's okay.
She gives me all her love to comfort me when I'm down. I know I'll never let her go. She's so beautiful, she's so mine, baby, baby love, baby love.
This is an edit. This is not actually on Beatsource because I really wanted to play this song. So I'm breaking the rules and playing this version. But that's okay because it's my show.
Said a small boy once asked, when will I grow up?
And this edit is super dope.
See what grown-ups do see. It is fact to come of age. He would act to another age to be recognized as one another masked. Mama used to say, take your time, young man. Mama used to say, don't you rush to get old. Mama used to say, take it in your stride. Mama used to say, live your life, your life. Mama used to say, take your time, young man. Mama used to say, don't you rush to get.
You know, sometimes you don't even need to have a beat. Sometimes the track is just so fire, you just let it roll.
Live your life, your life.
Yeah, who made these rules?
Say, Mama used to say, Mama used to say, Mama used to say, as the years were rushing by, he would count down on his age. He would tell his girl of how it used to be, how his mommy passed away. But this line she would say, and at the time he couldn't understand. Mama used to say, take your time, young man.
Yeah, that was never fun.
You rush to go.
Nobody wants to pick up pig feet.
Mama used to
Nobody.
in your stride. Mama used to say, live your life, your life, your life. You're young, so enjoy. Don't hold back. Do all you want to do.
Ah, this is such a vibe.
Now is the time for you to strive, for you to get better in what you are doing.
You know where I got this edit from? I should tell a story. I should tell another story. We should go to story time for a minute.
Mama used to say,
So So I used to DJ at this one spot. I live in California, live in Los Angeles area, Simi Valley, but on the other side, I used to DJ, which was out in this little town called Agora. And there was this little nightclub. It's not there anymore, but there was this nightclub that I used to DJ for, and I DJ'd Friday nights. Typically, we were outside because it was kind of an outdoor style venue. But this day, it was like October, and it was getting cold, and it was rainy, so they opted to put me inside. No big deal. That's fine. So I'm inside, and it's cold and rainy. That's like recipe for disaster for any type of nightclub. Nobody's coming out when it's like that, especially from an indoor-outdoor venue. Who would want to do that? So I'm DJing inside, and there's like, I don't know, 20 people. So not a lot of people. And I'm just kind of doing my thing, just kind of DJing some just kind of chill vibes. And this dude's kind of bobbing his head at the bar. And he comes over, and I think I did something. I did some trick or whatever, some routine. He turned his head, and he was like, hey, okay. Didn't think anything of it. So I continue to DJ. Then he walks over, and he says, hey, man, I just want to let you know, man, the vibe you're on right now, this is so dope. This is exactly where you should be. I'm like, thanks. I know, that's why I'm doing it. And he was like, he's like, hey man, I got some edits. I got some music that, I think you'd like, I think would work for you. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, look, if anybody's been in a situation like this, that's always weird. Like, why, what is this? Why are you giving me stuff right now? Why is this a thing? And, so he goes, I'm going to go and bring my laptop, and then I'll give you some music. I'm like, laptop? Why? Oh, okay. He's like, I live up the road. Now, so I said, okay, whatever. I get back to DJing. He goes back to the bar, and I'm just spinning and spinning. Sure enough, like 20 minutes later, this guy comes with his computer. And then he goes, hey, you have a thumb drive? I'm like, yeah. And I pull out my thumb drive, and he pops it in, and he starts just dragging music over. And I'm not talking like, here's 3 songs. I'm talking like, there's like 85, 100 songs on this playlist, right? And he's just hand-picking stuff and pulling it through. Then he gives it to me. He goes, oh, hey, when you get a chance, when you get home, take a listen to this stuff. I think you're going to like it. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, that's my phone ringing. I'm like, you look really, really familiar. Like, do I know you? He was like, probably not. I'm like, are you sure? And then, like, it clicks. I'm like, wait a minute. Are you Russell Peters, the comedian? And he's like, yeah. Like, oh man, hey man, I'm sorry. I love your stuff. And he's like, yeah, just check it out when you get a chance. So I get home, and I don't even pop this thumb drive in my computer for like weeks. And I get home, and I finally get a chance to play it, and I kid you not, some of the most fire edits ever known to man are on this folder. Because I don't know if you guys know this about Russell Peters. Russell Peters is a comedian. He's like a Pakistani comedian, but he lives in California. He lives in like the rich area, because I'm in Agora, and it's super rich right behind. That's where Malibu is. So that's where he lives. But he is like a huge hip hop head, DJ head, and he knows every amazing DJ on the planet. This man knows. Like, he's like buddies with Scratch Bastard. And on this stuff, I got Scratch Bastard's edits. I have so many edits. And this is one of the songs that was on that folder. This is one of the songs. So thank you, Russell. I appreciate you, man. And good times. Good times. But back to the funk. I mean, he was watching me. And I see that the Terry Bowens Facebook has timed out, as Facebook does. DJ Prophet in the house. What's going on, fam?
Watching you.
On the Mixcloud side, Jim D from UK. What is going on? The app I'm using is actually the Restream Live Studio, but you can get the same effect from StreamYards or Be Live. If you check my last video on YouTube, I talk about both of these, so check them out. Love at first sight. Who sings like that anymore?
Energy flowing. I certainly feel so good. I gotta tell you, my name is Stevie. What's yours, baby? Walking down the street, watching ladies go by, watching you. I'm watching you and only you, baby. Walking down the street, watching ladies go by, watching you. You're blowing my mind. Gonna do a little dance for you.
Everybody get up! Flashback, who's that? Dancing to the latest. Swabbed you on the greatest. Ooh, he sure is moving me. That's what I said. No, you didn't know yet. All of it was kismet. Soon to be made history. So put your hand on that. I'm gonna spell it out. I wish you could see that is. I got the best of most. Baby, from coast to coast. And I don't wanna boast, but I love you. Sweat this. I'm talking sweat this to you, baby. Sweat, sweat this. I'm talking love. That is. Sweat, sweat this. I'm talking sweat this to you, baby. Sweat, sweat this. I'm talking love. That is sweat this. So shy, oh my. Had to change that real quick. Have to use a few tricks. You know, like my fancy town. Face to me, you dancing on the crowd. Gonna sing it loud, 'cause my love is on the wild. So don't you have no doubt, I'm gonna spell it out. I'll hit you to the teeth that
For those people that just joined and wonder what the hell is going on, we are doing Beatsource Live, Beatsource Link, and Serato Beta 2.4 testing. We've been testing it all week, but we've been testing specific folders to see just how good the curation is for Beatsource. So right now, today is Funk Friday, so we've been doing nothing but funk playlists out of the Beatsource funk folders. That's what we're doing. And we're talking, and we're chatting.
I'm talking love. Swear this. Swear this. Swear this. Swear this. I'm talking love. Face free. Ooh, he on a local basis. Short upon our faces. Sent from up above.
As he would say, fan favorite coming in right now. This is DJ Izzy B, Isaiah Bowens. Make sure you follow this young man on Twitch. He DJs there all the time. Yeah, he really should DJ more though. Are we gonna let this rap play out? I think we're gonna let this rap play.
What's your name, huh?
Ladies call me Slick Rick, baby.
Yeah, well, don't be too slick now.
Talk to me, baby.
No, he did not get his affiliate email yet because he needs a couple more hours. See, he thinks he can just DJ for an hour and become affiliate. He needs to put the work in. Now hold on, be quiet. Tina Marie's rapping.
Boatload of other ladies rap, but they ain't got nothing on me. I'm less than 5'1", 100 pounds of foot. I like sophisticated funk. I live on Don Cajon, caviar, filet mignon, and you can best believe that's bunk. Here's what I'm talking about.
Start your own show. Maybe you should. See, he should just start his own show. He comes in here and he wants to like represent. I'm gonna have to start locking my door. I just realized there's a lock on my studio. I've never used it before, but maybe it's time. Yep, Boogie Funk. Boogie Funk is straight ladies funk. This is what this one is. Julian King, if you want to see what he's got, you got to watch some of the streams, man. We stream pretty much every Saturday together about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then on his Twitch, he streams. And that's the only way he's going to move. That's the only way he's going to move up from his affiliate. So head over to Twitch and follow the young man. That's how we support all the other DJs in there. That's what we do. I'll post it right now.
I can make you dance if you want me to. I can make you dance, 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 dance. I know the world's in a real bad way. I can make you dance if you want me to. But I can make you better. Let me show you what it takes, baby. I can make you dance if you want me to. Now everybody make you show the picture of the move. I can make you dance if you want me to. It's the love I ride you in, it's right here in the sugar. I can make you dance if you want me to. Now I can set you free.
Jim, it's literally the last video I did. So if you just click on that, you should take you to videos, and the first video on there should be that video.
I can make you dance if you want me to.
I'm going to click myself and sing. We're gonna see. Hold on. Okay. Now, if you just scroll down, it's literally the one right here. So check that out, and that will help you out. I'm trying to help people out. You know, I like to try to teach people how to fish versus giving them fish, because this is how we all learn. So let me move that over. It's what I'm talking about. When you go to the link, this is what pops up. If you just scroll down, right here, this is the one. Stop using that weak-ass computer, although I don't say weak-ass. So that's the link right here. I'm all about helping people. feel free to hit that subscribe button. Look, man, if you're not following me, I'm dropping some serious info, gear reviews, personal reviews, DJ business reviews, streaming texts. I'm doing it all, man. I'm doing it all. So support your boy. Support your boy. Make sure you hit that subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Yeah, at Neely Willy, I live in Southern California, so there are in where I live, there are celebs everywhere, and the DJ company that I own, we cater to high end groups, so there's always celebrities at our events. I mean, there's literally too many to name. One of the major places that we operate out of is this place in Calabasas, and it's around the Commons. I call it behind the gate because that's where all the superstars have moved into. So everybody lives there. Like the Kardashians live there. Like literally, we've seen them walking down the street. But there's too many to name. And I'm not really a name dropper type.
Baby, you got the love I need. Long as you say that you need me, my love is guaranteed. I'll do my best for you, baby. Show you a love so true. Long as you say you'll never leave me, I'll do my best for you.
Yes, I will. Boy, your love is such a treasure, and you really give me pleasure when you hold me tight. I pledge all my heart, love forever. You respect me as a lady, and you always treat me right. I'll never hurt you. I don't wanna lose.
You know what the problem is with celebrities, and I'm going to be honest with you. And it's not the celebrity's fault. It is the way that the celebrities are treated. Because if the celebrity's not booking us, then maybe the party planner, and there's some high-end party planners that book us, and maybe a celebrity saw us at another event, and then so they want to use us. But here's the thing: like, I've had celebrities book us, super down-to-earth people. Like, here's one name drop. We just did last September, Adam Sandler's daughter's bat mitzvah. So that's a name drop. That's a big guy. And here's the funny thing about that. So when the party planner calls us and says, "Hey, we want to book you guys. We have this high end celebrity, and I really want to make an impression. And so I need you to really be on your A game and blah 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 blah." And I'm like, okay, well, first off, we're always on our A game, so I don't know what that has to do with anything. And secondly, they're just people. So finally, she's like, okay, well, can you do that date? I'm like, yeah, I need you to guarantee that you're going to be on. I'm like, I'm not guaranteeing that. Yeah, but we need to make sure that, they have the best. I'm like, look, my guys are the best. I'm not worried about that. I sent one of my best DJs, one of the best DJs, DJ Rel. I don't know if he's in the house today, but we sent him. And she's like, okay, well, he needs to have a meeting with you, but he can't do a physical, so he wants to do a phone meeting. I said, cool, whatever. Just give me the time. And she's like, okay, well, we're gonna set up the meeting. We're gonna do a three-way. And like, why do we need to do a three-way? Just literally have the man call me. Like, I don't know who it is yet. And finally, she goes, okay, well, he has time between this and this. Here's his phone number. We're gonna give him your phone number. He's gonna call you, so be ready to go at like 11 a.m. I'm like, fine, that's whatever. 11 rolls around, no phone call. Then a phone call comes through. I pick it up and answer it because it's another client. So I'm talking to them. He comes through, leaves a message. Hey, this is Adam Sandler. Give me a call. So I give him a call back, and the conversation that we have is the most down-to-earth conversation ever. Funny little side story to that is, if rewind like, I don't know, 6 years, and we are about to DJ a party, another bar mitzvah at the Riviera Country Club. Could have been like 7 or 8 years. At the Riviera Country Club, and we're unloading all of our equipment, and Adam Sandler plays golf there, and he's walking up, and we're like, hey man, hey. He's like, hey, what's going on, guys? You guys doing a party? We're like, yeah. And he's super, super cool, totally down to earth. And we're like, hey, don't forget about us with your daughter's bat mitzvah. Like, don't, make sure. He's like, okay. We never think about it. Fast forward, and now we're doing his daughter's bat mitzvah. But here's the thing. So I'm on the phone with them, and everything's cool. We're having a chat. He's just down there. He's like, I just don't want you guys to play any stuff that's going to embarrass this is going to embarrass us for all the people that we have here. Like, we needs to be clean. I'm like, we only play clean music. Don't worry about that. He's like, try to stay away from the booty music and the booty shaking. He's like, we're not about that. We want it to be clean. I'm like, I got you. No problem. Anyway, hang up the phone. And party planner calls me. Okay, so how's everything going? She's all stressed out. And I'm just like, look, relax. Everything's good. Don't worry about it. We don't have any problems here. But the issue is never the celebrities. Every celebrity I've ever booked has always been totally down to earth. It's the handlers. It's the people that are in charge of the success of the event. They're the ones that make everything bad. The celebrities themselves are just, for the most part, trust me, I've had some asshole celebrities, but for the most part, they're totally cool. We did an event for Will Smith for his school. He has a school out in what is that? Hidden Hills? Not Hidden Hills. I guess it's Agora. It's the same area, Calabasas, and we do this event for him, and he literally, him and his wife, walk up, hey man, how's it going? Yeah, and we're just DJing. We're in the corner of the area. We're not expecting anybody to like talk to us. But he comes up and he has a chat. He sits for like 5 minutes, just chatting away. And that's when it's like, okay, you're real people. You appreciate what other people are doing. Just because you're famous doesn't mean you can't appreciate somebody else showing talent, somebody else giving back also, because we didn't charge them anything for that event. So that's the problem. It's not the people. It's the handlers. The handlers are assholes. That's the issue. Exactly how it says. Same type of thing. A-Track is super dope too. Super dope. this folder, it's definitely more low-key funk. So I gotta dig a little harder in this folder. I mean, they're all classics. They will all work for my mama's music, but you know, it's not necessarily my thing. But that's why it's also good that it's not my thing, because this allows you to, play stuff that maybe you don't really know, but you know it's going to work. So if you're playing my mama's funk, then you know it's going to work for old school mamas. So that's what's good about this thing.
Oh.
916 Junglers in the house. What is going on, man? Good to see you. Appreciate it. DJ Function. Thank you for the share. Appreciate you. Miss Fran Boogie in the house. What is going on? G-Force in the house. What's going on, fam? Make yourself comfortable.
Be my sugar daddy, baby.
Nightcrawler in the house. What's going on? T Diesel, thank you for the host. Oh, G-Force, that is a hell of a question. That is hell of a question. God, I'd have to go way back on that one. I'm going to have to think about that one and get back to you. I mean, because there's a difference between, myself having a bad experience, a worse experience, and like my company having a worse experience. I don't typically have a lot of bad experiences because I prepare. I prepare for, every situation. But everybody's different. I'll have to think about that one. I know I have some. Paul Bruss, welcome out, man. Appreciate you. Okay, so the question is, what is your origin story? Like I'm a Marvel superhero. Well, I was young and I fell into a batch of vinyl liquid, and when it hardened, I became a DJ. No, it's far simpler than that. I started out I was a dancer. I was a b-boy, hip hop, and I was on a dance troupe. See, here's the problem. When you get kids, you start changing terms that you used to say differently. Like, I never used to say I was on a dance troupe. I was in a dance crew. That was my thing. And we were, not only were we dancers, but we were also kind of doing some sort of, young hip hop group. And the DJ DJ Clean Cut. He's actually on Facebook. I don't know if he's on here, but DJ Clean Cut was like my mentor. So he taught me pretty much everything I knew, all vinyl. That's how we learned. And I learned through that. I didn't fast forward, and I'd been DJing, and I didn't really, I kind of stopped. I stopped when I hit like high school days because, well, I was playing football, I was playing basketball, doing all the other things, running track, doing all the other jockey sports things. And then I started working for a company, and they were DJs, but they were using the old school Denon. Remember the old school Denon CD players? They had pitch, they had play, and then they had a single cue, which basically meant start over. And so they were using those. And then I started using those, and I hated it. Hated every moment of it. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm no longer DJing if this is DJing, because this is some bullshit. and then Serato came out, and it opened up the world. Scratch Live came out, and I was like, what is that? You telling me that I could play all the music I like in a box? Oh, I was so happy. So I started DJing then, and still off and on, had kind of given it up a little bit, but I was DJing. Then I started fully DJing again, like starting to do more clubs. Then we started this company, and the rest is history. But yeah, I mean, because I produce music, because I had a hip hop group, like we did all of these things. I've done everything musically related. It made it real easy for DJing and producing do go together, although they're not the same. So don't let a DJ tell you he's a producer, and don't let a producer tell you he's a DJ. They are completely different things, but they do go hand in hand. And knowing how to produce will actually help your DJing, in all honesty. So yeah, it's not a great story. It's just what I did. But I've been DJing for a long time. I am not using OBS, Jim. I am using the Restream Live Studio. You can't do OBS and bring up people and highlight people in the comments, which is why I am not using that. Which software am I using more in general? What is my default software? I kind of need to know more of the question. Right now, because we're testing Beatsource Link, this is what we're doing on this entire stream. We're testing Beatsource Link. I'm using Serato because I wanted to test Serato Beta 2.4. This mixer, this Rain 70 mixer, is a Serato mixer. So anytime I'm using this, I'm either using Serato or I am using Virtual DJ. I have two different DDJ 1000s. I have the record box version and I have a Serato version. So I use everything. We're staying on for a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna figure out who we're gonna raid.
I'll do nothing at all.
For all of you DJs out there that are on Twitch, for all you DJs that are not on Twitch, I should say, after the show, we always raid another stream. And that could be a DJ, that could be a tech thing, but it's just that is the reason why people have a love for Twitch, because there is community building on Twitch that can't be seen on any other platform. So after a couple more songs, we are going to raid another channel, and then, it's a good experience for a lot of people.
Who said that it was done just for one? Who said that it was not?
But all in all, I've been really impressed this week DJing with Beatsource and the curated playlist. They've been really, really impressive.
Music is here for everyone, just to dance, just to have something, just because we did it before, doesn't mean we can have some more.
Neely Willy, I have a Denon Prime Go, so I bring that with me. That is correct, DJ Arch. It's Restream Studio that I'm using.
Play my music loud, I'll do my best for you.
Yeah, KMT, man, 9 a.m. That's when we start this bad boy, 9 a.m. Sometimes we go a little later, but it's always 9 when we start.
You think you can, we'll dance to death all night. 'Cause the pleasure I can give will make things turn out right.
Now, I will say this. For all of the people that are on YouTube, I'm probably only going to keep this thing relegated to Mixcloud and Twitch. This stream, this morning stream from 9 to 11, that's Pacific Standard Time, that's correct, is going to be there. So for all of you YouTube people, if this is something that you kind of like and this vibe and storytelling, I'm putting all of this emphasis on Twitch and Mixcloud. So make sure you head over to Twitch, follow me there, because that's where I'm going to be doing this. The reason why is because I do play some forms of music. And because of that, YouTube, Facebook, they're gonna kill the stream. And at least with Mixcloud, at least with Twitch right now, I'm gonna say. I'm not saying for the future, but right now, I can have this chat, I can have this podcast style thing. So I'm still working out things, but I wanna have it focused to one specific type of channel. I don't want to multicast to 80 different things, because then it becomes harder to really follow all the comments and all the trains. So head over to Twitch. Make sure you follow me there. I do DJ there all the time. When I don't DJ on YouTube, because I've stopped DJing on YouTube because of that fact. But head over to Twitch. Head over to Twitch. All right. Hey, we have to play the classic, right? When you tell people that don't know funk about funk, this is the song they come up with.
She's a very kinky girl, the kind you don't take home to mother. She will never let your spirits down.
Now that I know that I have such a good amount of people on Mixcloud, I'm gonna post to Mixcloud a lot more. So thank you guys.
When I make my move to her room, it's the right.
Oh, Kenya, it's 9 p.m. there. That is fantastic. So for some people, like I said, it's called Wake Up in Cleveland, but it's not about time. It's not about the morning. For me, it's the morning because it's 9 a.m. when I started. But for everybody else, waking up in Cleveland is more about just waking up in general. And that's just about opening your eyes to the world, to what's going on. That's why we wake up in, technically, the mind of Cleveland. Speaking of DJing, I just saw Ralph Drake say, enjoy the safe holiday. That's right. It is a holiday for us people in the United States, even though I haven't worked in months. But if on Sunday, Saturday, I may be DJing with my son. We're still working on time because I think we're going to the beach. But on Monday, I know I'm DJing at least twice. One for a kind of donation style thing that I'm helping out a friend in need. So I will be DJing at, I want to say 2 or 3 o'clock on my Twitch channel. So head over to there. I'll be DJing only on there. And then I have several things I'm DJing on Twitch that week. So I got Monday. I think I'm DJing on Thursday for something else. And I'm DJing Snapback on Friday, which is like an old school hip hop channel. So there's a lot of things I'm going to be doing. So follow me on Twitch. Follow me on IG. So when I tell people what's going on, I'm also on Globalization Radio, The Danger Zone Show, The Mickey D Show. On Tuesday, I will be DJing a live mix on there too. So a lot of things happening, plus the YouTube videos, which I still have to release for all you YouTube fans out there. They're coming. It's just slow and steady, slow and steady.
Every time we meet, she's alright. She's alright. That girl's alright with me. Yeah. Hey, 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 hey.
We're checking who we're going to raid.
She's a super freak. Super freak. She's super freaking, yeah. Temptation sing. Silver freak. Silver freak. The girl is silver freak. She's a very kinky girl. That kind you won't take home to mother. And she will never let your spirit.
All right, we got Tweak Music Tips, which has the state of the music industry, which should be dope. Who's on now? Okay, we got Danny West. Who else we got on here? Let's see. Oh, we got Latin Prince on. We got Latin Prince fans out there.
Papa's got a brand new bag.
Oh, I have an edit of this track that's so banging. You know what? I'm gonna play that as the last song out. Hold on.
But it's fine and pretty clean. It ain't no drag. Papa's got a brand new bag. It's a jacket. He's doing the fly. Don't play him cheap, 'cause you know he ain't shy. He's doing the monkey.
KMT, thanks for the bits. Appreciate you.
Jump back, Jack. See you later, alligator. Come here, sister. Papa's in the swing. Get you hip now, but I can dig the new breathing. He ain't no drag. He's got a brand new bag. Papa's in the swing. He ain't too hip, but that new breed thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody big is on, so we're gonna head over to Tweak Music Tips right after this.
Ain't too hip, but that new breed thing. Ain't no drag. Papa's got a brand new. Papa's got a brand new. Come on, Papa's in love. Papa's in love. Papa's in love.
Tell me that edit ain't fat, ain't fire.
Papa's in love. Papa's in love. Papa's in love.
I'm not playing Smokey because this is a funk session.
Papa's in love.
But next time, Motown Mondays. Motown Mondays is where you can hear some Second That Emotion. but not right now. Sean Caff in the house. All right, y'all. So once again, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you all. It's been a fantastic show. We had Beatsource on here helping us out with Beatsource Link. They really did help us out, giving us information. You also got some of my unnecessary world famous? No, not world famous. Twitch famous stories. And I will be back as always, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. That's 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you check me out there. Everybody else that is on YouTube, that is on Mixcloud, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you guys on Monday. But if you want to catch me DJing, if you really want to catch me DJing and not just talking and sharing stories, you got to follow me on Twitch because that's the only place, well, Twitch and Mixcloud. Those are the only two places right now that I'm DJing. I'm working on Play DJ. I'm working with them to get some test stuff, so we'll be working on that too. But besides that, y'all, hey, always a pleasure. Let's get this raid started. Here are my rules about the raid. It's really, really simple. The rule is wait for the raid to happen because we want to support the entire community. So wait for the raid to happen. Then if it's not your thing, then bounce. But when you get in there, you let people know where you are coming from. You throw my emotes in there. You let them know who's raiding them. Let them know that we support them because that's what Twitch is about. That is the number one thing that makes Twitch so special. That's it. So we're going to wait because I know there were more people on. 21 viewers. We got more people to raid than this. So we're going to wait a couple more seconds longer for that raid to happen, and then we're going to move over. Come on, finish it up. All right, I guess we're raiding now. Hey, y'all. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. I got another video, I think, coming out today, but if I don't talk to you later, we'll talk soon. Peace, y'all.